Shinnasuk is just a tap away. He destroyed a villa worth hundreds of millions of dollars. To prevent the salesman from finding out, he secretly took out a milk bottle and glued the wallpaper on. But in the end, someone found out, and that's when Hoshi was 2.5 years old and their family hadn't bought a house yet. At that time, Shinnasuk was already born. They were still living in a small rented room. Until they saw Shinnasuk imitating a fly banging on the door every day. They decided to buy a house. But it's hard to choose a good house. Either it's far from the subway or has a long hallway. There were even buildings that weren't strong enough. And on this day, they finally saw a suitable house. But a snobbish salesman spoiled the fun. At first, the salesman intentionally took out a high price list. And as a rich man appeared, the proud salesman smiled and greeted them. Then the two of them sat outside in despair. They were thinking of giving up on buying the house. The family wanted to buy a house for Shinnasuk. But they looked at a lot of houses, but there was nothing suitable. When they were about to give up, suddenly, Shinnasuk suddenly pointed to the real estate agent in front of them. I thought he sensed something. But when they opened the door, they realized he was just interested in the posters of beautiful women inside. But the couple also inquired about houses. They didn't realize there was a cheap single-family house left for sale. Then the family set off to look at houses. Along the way, they ran into a lot of acquaintances from the past. It wasn't long before they arrived at the house. But it's a nice house with 4 bedrooms, a living room and a kitchen. There's also a small yard for growing vegetables. Why didn't anyone buy it? At that moment, the appearance of this woman finally solved the couple's confusion. It turns out the previous customer couldn't stand the overzealous woman. But for the family, she was very kind. In the end, Hiroshi was able to take out a 35-year mortgage.